hope I didn't cause any permanent nerve damage. It doesn't hurt anymore, but I kind of nudged that part on my elbow, which I banged yesterday, and still felt a little bit of numbness trickle down my arm. Down into my pinky. 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 I have never in my entire life been so worked up about a political cycle. And the more I read, the more agitated I get. I've already given Diana the quiz, but at some point today I would like to ask you a series of 4 questions. I'd be very interested in your answers. People have always been interested in shoving me into mental boxes and labeling me, but I'm not the one you need to worry about. I think my biggest issue above all else is that in this day and age, we've never had access to more data, more information, more knowledge, and yet people refuse to look. But I've always been interested in learning, like every single day. I love researching. Bench or table?
Or both.
One thing you gotta understand, Jedi, is that truth is relative. My truth may not be your truth. If anybody was worried about Jedi not receiving socialization with other people, you don't see as she walks around and interacts with other kids on her own volition, which she's doing right now. She's curious, especially with that boy's Curious George.
That's his Mimi.
They keep hugging each other. I think Jedi's doing more of the hugging, though. The little boy's wearing one of those Angry Bird shirts, and the Angry Bird is a Luke Skywalker. It was meant to be, Jedi.
Because I want to set you guys up, because he is hilarious. I know that's really important to you.
Thank you, Jacob. Thank you. Where are you? Abu.
Did you make a new friend?
I want to ask you a very, very important question. Ready? What is your purpose in life? Yeah. Because I think everybody has a purpose. And I think I know mine. And it's great. I think very few people know theirs. So you kind of have to search for it. And I didn't know for the longest time. I just, maybe this year is the year. Where's Daddy? Yeah, this year is the year I've done, I feel like, the most soul searching, trying to find out more about myself, trying to learn about myself. And I know my purpose. I asked Chris this question, and he said he didn't know, but he does. He does know, and I know his purpose. I think his purpose is teaching people, because Chris knows a lot. And I've said this before, I don't want you to think I'm saying this because he's my husband, because of course I love him, and that's why I married him, because he's great. But I honestly think Chris is above average, above the average person. And I think there are very few people like that. And I don't know how to say that without offending anyone, because I know Chris knows more than I do, and I'm okay with that. I'm willing to hear what Chris has to say, because he doesn't say anything without having the information to back it up. So when he says something and when he's passionate about it, it's because he knows what's going on, and it kills him. It really does. And I've seen it so many times where he says something and then it happens. And that's when I start believing, oh my gosh, like Chris is right. And he says it so many times. He says he hates being right. He hates being right because most of the time, it's not good that he's right. Like, he doesn't want to be right. So with politics, he hates being right, but he has to say it because if he doesn't say it, then it would hurt more not to say it, you know? It would be hurting people more. So even if Chris says something and it makes you question what you believe, I am so off topic, huh? Back to your purpose in life. I think I have two purposes. I think I have a purpose to be a mother. And I think I have a purpose to help others. And that, I think there's a pyramid. So when you get to the point where you find out your purpose and you can help others, that's when... I'm sorry. I'm trying to say this as clearly as possible. Because sometimes I get too ahead of myself. Like, I'll think, and I know what I'm thinking, but my mouth doesn't catch up. So I have to be careful. And I'm also talking funny because I can feel the stitches coming out of the tooth I got pulled. What I think I was trying to say is Chris is a good mentor. Like, I feel like that is his purpose, is to be a mentor. And everybody needs mentors. That's how you become successful in life. Because I think the most successful people, I've heard over and over that they had great mentors. There's not a lot of people that are genuinely good people, that are honest, that do the right thing even though no one is looking. And Chris does that, and I give a lot of credit to Nuni and Joe Pa. I mean, both how they raised him.
You know those gift cards that we earn every day? Diana used one of them to buy this, accidentally. I put it in the shopping cart and forgot about it. I wanted it, specifically because of the limited edition exclusive Nightwing Lego minifigure, not the movie. Sorry. Remember the 4 questions I said I was going to ask you today? Answer honestly. 1. Tell me which one you think is more important for a child to have. Independence or respect for elders? Independence or respect for elders? Number 2. Tell me which one you think is more important for a child to have. Obedience or self-reliance? Obedience or self-reliance? 3. Tell me which one you think is more important for a child to have. To be considerate or to be well-behaved? To be considerate or to be well-behaved? Number 4. Tell me which one you think is more important for a child to have. Curiosity or good manners? Curiosity or good manners? I'm not going to tell you why I'm asking you these questions today, but I am interested in your answers. Thanks for taking a second right now to tap the like button before you watch our next story and for interacting with us across social every day. Your support is always appreciated, and if you'd like for us to keep sharing our daily story with you, we hope you pledge on geekfamilyfun.com. You'll get even more of what you love from us: advanced screenings, behind the scenes, and most importantly, you'll ensure that we can keep doing this for you. See you tomorrow!